Hello again, Keith Loki back with episode, I believe, 51 of the colony. In this episode, or in the last episode, we sent up the central core for our interstellar or intersolar craft. I don't remember the exact term for it, but we'll just call it intersolar. Um, what we're going to do first, though, is we had a problem where we actually didn't have enough fuel storage for our plan. So what I'm going to do is bring up a gigantic tank. This one can store a lot of fuel. We'll just bring it down to about that and throw on... Oh, we don't need that many. Really? Right off the friggin' back. That. Okay. Well, I reload freaking Kerbal Space Program. Like, I am really gonna have to check into this because this is ridiculous. I will explain what my plans are. Come on, don't freeze on me. So, what we... Don't crash again. And it crashed again. Okay, this is ridiculous. I don't know why it started doing this, but recently 64-bit has just been acting kind of weird. It's probably gonna be a minute to reload. Ugh, that's just freaking annoying. But it is what it is. If it doesn't load the minute I'm going to restart. Come on. Yeah, it's going to be a minute. But what I'm going to do is, in this episode, we're going to expand the fuel storage by a large amount. So, a couple thousand, because in the prior video we had to sit there and let it load. Is that light on that webcam? I don't know what that is. But we had to sit there for a while and let the fuel fill, which was more of an annoying endeavor than it needed to be. Because the next craft we're going to be taking up is, later in this video actually, is going to have 4 of those orange tanks and probably a little bit of those smaller tanks, plus a lot of RCS and such, because it's going to be a little bit difficult to get everything working. I'm probably going to have the RCS separate from the main tank, because we're going to be using mainly reaction wheels. So I might get frustrated at some point in this video when I'm trying to connect the tanks. Sorry about that. Just thought I heard a noise downstairs. So we will be... What was my train of thought? I always seem to lose my train of thought when I'm trying to speak. We will be taking up that after we get the fuel set up, and we will then connect it to the 4 docking ports we have set up, and then probably in the next episode we will be designing the logistics ships. We'll probably be taking up 2 for damn it, I am not thinking straight today. I think I only got like 5 hours of sleep, but we will take up 2 water minerals and 2 metallic ore and substrate. Hopefully we can get some crossover, so I want to land in an area that has a good access to substrate and water on Moho. Moho, more problems. But we're not going to Dune anymore. It's just too hard to get in. What is it? Encountered with its sphere of influence in a relatively even time, with going lower into the orbit of Kerbal, I believe it's called. I can never remember the name of the sun. Do not crash again, so help me God. Going into a lower orbit is a lot quicker than going into a higher orbit. We could do Eve, but I don't want to deal with Eve. It's just such a difficult place to land. I should really check if Moho has an atmosphere. KSP, Moho, atmosphere. Because if it doesn't, this is going to be difficult. Moho lacks an atmosphere and satellites. Shoot! This is the second largest planet and one of the closest Kerbal with an orbital period of 102 days. Okay, we're going to quickly jump up to our craft. Actually, no, we'll do the design for the ship I want to do, and then we'll jump up to the craft, because we might have to redesign our upper lander, or the whole central core altogether, so it will just be a second. Oh, that would kind of suck, but don't you crash again, or I'm just going to restart this friggin' recording. So let's design that fuel tank again. Where was that tank I had? This one. It's a nice stock of fuel, because the orange tank, where are you? Ooh. Still would be not enough, but it's fine. So. Yeah, that's a good enough thrust to weight ratio, but we will need a reaction wheel. No, wait. The reaction wheel I put on were these ones. Don't need 4. That's just overkill. Okay. And then we also will need a battery. And I also I keep on forgetting to post on the forum to ask why I'm having issues with not refineries, we don't even need that much fuel. That's gonna be enough. Why we're having issues with the reactors shutting off when we leave a large fuel tank. When we leave its physics range. I don't know why it's doing it, but it's kind of annoying. So I'll look into that between videos. And I am recording this on Thursday, I believe it is. So I'm probably going to be doing a live stream today I'm going to be doing what is the thing I was planning? God damn it, my brain is not friggin' working today. But I'm going to be doing a live stream of English, Can I Speak It? Of career play of the same style as this. Did I put no, it's just... Ooh. Let's deactivate that engine. Shut down engine. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. What's the gravity on Moho? Has an orbital velocity range from fastest, less bounding Kerbin. Well, lacks an atmosphere and natural flow. It gets its name from more over to screen. Boundary with plus. Low and eccentric and lack of atmosphere or moons. Making without an atmosphere retain or block heat modes, daily surface temperature can exceed. Making at radiators not. Oh shit. Okay, so we might have to redesign this core. Okay, let's just jump to Moho's Sphere of Influence, just to see what it looks like. Oh, and it has a really weird... I did not think this through. It's a little tiny planet, so... Actually, in this video, we are going to redesign this, because we actually don't need... Okay. So, change of plans. We are going to alter the design for this craft. We will need more fuel. Where can we land on Eve? I'm just trying to think. Let's load up the station core and check it out. Plans. Why do they always gotta change? Trying to think what would be a better option even. Let's load up the core. Don't you crash again, so help me. Load up the core. So we have the wheeled option. I could still use that, but... Yeah, we're probably gonna have to send this back up into orbit. Yeah, we'll just resend this craft up, but we'll do a couple alterations to it. Because I wanted to include some drills on this. Ugh. I forgot to do that in the prior video. Where are they? Ah, they're there. Gypsum, dirt, and hydrates, metallic ore, substrate, and that. You'll put one of you. No, wrong way. One there. Like, if we can find an area with substrate and water, this thing could supply itself with the required goods. We also need fertilizer. It's another thing I forgot to put on this. No. There we go. It's the right side up? Yeah. No, it's not. There we go. And then we also need a little storage pod for storing that fertilizer that we make. Next. Where is it? Fertilizer. There it is. And then on top of that, we also need something to store the freaking fertilizer in. Where is there anything I can store fertilizer in on this? Fertilizer? No, that's the thing that's storing fertilizer. I mean gypsum. So let's just go ahead and rip this off. Oh, those are new. So what we'll do is we're going to add a radial attachment point right here and put another storage tank. We need this for gypsum. Actually, let's double check that because there was something else that's required. Gypsum, electric charge, and machinery. Okay. Then we need a gypsum drill. Might as well put 2 of those on just for good measure. And weight. And then on top of that, no, we are also going to put a large heat shield. That we are actually going to decouple when we get low enough. Okay. And then we are going to need drogue chutes. You know, the high atmosphere ones, because if we don't have drogue chutes, we are not going to be able to easily get into the atmosphere. Like, we have those. They can give us a little bit of the required, like, survivable landing speed, but curved solar panel. Let's just bring it down to 1. I just want to see what this looks like when it's expanded. Oh, cool. How much power does that give? 20 electric charge. So yeah, I think I'm gonna pop these off and use these ones just because they look cooler. No, let me grab this. So we'll just spread these around. And if we're lucky, we should be able to slap enough of these things on. So deploy. Oh no, this one's just a little bit too far over. Whoa, no. Yeah, those look just a little bit cooler. And then we'll actually also throw on one of those curved wraparound ones. I'm still kind of angry that this didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Put that one down there. Oh yeah, back to drogue chutes. Full deployment atmosphere pressure is 0.2. Maximum safe deploy speed at home. Okay, what we'll do to get these on is we're going to throw on 2 little small radial attachment points right here. Just hope these don't break anything, because there's a chance that could happen. Hey, actually, well, we'll do 3 just to be safe. And then once we land, we'll just tear them off, because we won't need them anymore after that point. No, come on. Reattach them. So those will be what will slow us down when we hit the atmosphere. This, no, I don't want that. Can I not see what it looks like? I can't activate it right now. But that will allow us to slow down and use ourselves as a heat, or use that as a heat shield. We have glycol storage for storing the Kerbals. We have the drills we need. I just hope we can land somewhere sufficient. And then, like, maybe we could even add on the... Okay, no, we'll wait on that. So let's send this up. Where's the... Put that down here. Yeah, I was hoping to do other stuff, but we're gonna have to relaunch this back up because I did not know Moho didn't have an atmosphere. I should really research more. I've always... Ooh, sorry. Also been looking into what glycol is, or I'm going to be looking into what glycol is, see if I can add a relatively realistic way to produce glycol, because I don't want to have to ship it up. Like, maybe I can produce it with certain resources in the minima space right now. But first thing we're going to do is we're going to send up, or build that fuel tank. Come on. There we go. Minima space. And it's going to do the hop. Yep. Jump around. Select craft. Large fuel tank is the thing we need. Don't crash. I'm so freaked out that it's going to do that every friggin' time. Habitat expansion. I'm stupid. Put on antennas. A, B, C, D, F, G, H. There we go. Load. Build. Close. Whoa, what happened there? Pause build. Cancel build? Why is it doing that? Do we not have a... It's on for once. Build. What's going on? Okay, we'll cancel that build. Reload. Clear. Select craft. Something's going on. I don't know what. Ooh, zooming out. Come on. Where is it? Large fuel tank. Load. Build. What the f... Okay, let's cancel this build. Clear. Close. Pad 1 base. Open. Are we out of specialized parts or something? No, we should have enough left. Select craft. Okay, this is weird. Build. Why isn't it... Ugh. Maybe if I speed up time? No, it doesn't want to work. That's annoying. So we are going to actually jump back into there and cancel that. Cancel. Restart build. Resume build. No, it's still being stupid. Okay, we'll clear that, and we are going to go ahead and jump to another craft. Switch to. Let's actually check out the asteroid base, see if anything's broken on it. See how well it functions, because we were still at a point where it was kind of jittery. Now it might actually be stable. No, it's still jittery. So what's left in here? Water substrate, a ton of liquid fuel and oxidizer. Xenon gas, uraninite, specialized parts. Ooh. Could bring that down actually. So I might steal those. So that's a good thing to know. Okay, so let's jump back to the... Oh, don't you lag. So that's still a bit jittery, so that's fine. But let's jump back to the other base and see if we can get that to work. If not, I might have to friggin... Ugh, this video is just all sorts of fucked. Go hop. I don't know why they hop. Select craft. I might have something broken. Build. Cancel build. Clear. Okay, we are gonna have to... Let's find a test craft. Just anything. Let's grab... What do we have? Just something simple. Wait, what does that fuel tank cost? There might be an issue with it being... Oh no, it costs resources, but it doesn't want to build. What is this? Build. No, everything's not working. What is going on? Okay, we're gonna quickly jump out of this save and reload it, because something's wrong with EL. I didn't change any of my mods and was working fine in the last video. So any options, configure visible buttons, EL, settings window. Yeah, nothing. Oh shit. I did not mean to click off screen. Forgot to activate my mousinator. Let's turn that back on. So we are going to go back to the main menu and see if that fixes it. If not, I'll try and whatever reload mods it's gonna be. I'll figure it out. Friggin' annoying. I hate when this shit happens. So I just wanna friggin' build my ships. But no, it wants to be stupid. So let's reload. Reload. Come on. Jump back to Minimus base. If this doesn't work, then I'm gonna have to reinstall extraplanetary launch pads just in full, which is gonna suck, but there's not really much I can do to fix that. Clear. Select craft. Like, I don't know why this is happening either, because it was fine in the last episode. This is gonna be fucking hell. I'm gonna pause the video. excuse me, and look into this, and I will be right back. I'm gonna fucking just restart goddamn Cribble Swiss Room. I'll be right back in a moment or two. Well, it'll be like a couple seconds for you guys, but it'll probably be like 10 minutes for me. See you in a few. Give me a sec. KSP wants to be stupid again. So I figured out what the problem was. Okay, there we go. For some reason, the game decided that my Kerbals were pissed off because there wasn't enough habitat. Now there's 8 years, but why is Chad so pissed off? I don't know why he's so pissed off, but so I brought out more Kerbals. When I got into about a range of 500 meters, everything was fine. So the whole reason I couldn't build stuff is because they wanted to be tourists and not actually do their job, which made me so fucking angry. Sorry for my language. But now we can get on with what the hell we were doing. Cancel builds. No, tear it down. That's not what we want. No, that is what we want. So once that finishes, god damn it, so infuriated me. So I had to bring out a completely new craft, which was quite annoying. And it's not showing everything. Oh, there we go. Specialized parts. Oh, and the landing legs got ripped off of my Xenon harvester, or builder, which was kind of weird, but it is what it is. Yeah, while I was driving around, the weight, I guess, got to a point where it couldn't stand it anymore. And I had one lag go, another lag, and another lag, and another lag, till I was like, oh, crap, what's going to happen with that? Go over to it, and it's floating in midair. The only thing holding it up, I guess the piping is stronger than the goddamn landing legs. So I ended up just unhooking it, letting it lay on its tank, and then hooking it up again. So everything's fine with that. Oh, it took me like a half an hour to fix this. For you guys, it will just be a quick 1 second break. For me, it's so much wasted time. Close alarm. Finalize build. Okay. So that is going to start filling up just a small amount. Let's release. And it should have the fuel it needs. Okay, so we want to just bring it over just a little bit, just so we have that fuel storage. We're just pretty much going to land it right over here. No, we want to... Perfect. So that's going to be our new tank of fuel and some electric charge. Now we need to go back here, close this. We're going to need another 2 piping, because I used the last bit of it to hook up that little thing over there, and in future designs I am going to be carrying along that friggin... what was it? Friggin' what was it called? That... can't think of the words I'm trying to think of. That habitation module, because that seems to have bumped it up a shit ton. Actually, I still have 2 more I can put out, so let's put them out. So right now we're at 13 years now. Okay. Pop that open. 14 years. Deploy. 16 years. But we are going to put that away because that's inside of something, and I do not want that inside of something. So we now have enough oh my god, that's so infuriating. So we have enough habitation for 14 years now. And when I ended the video, I had -2 years. So they're a lot happier here now, but it doesn't really seem to matter. I will just stop being pissed off, though, because there's not much I can do about it. Machinery. Let's turn on machinery, because we're going to need that to be full. And let's open up that workbench. So I ended up bringing back the old crew, Jedson, Shellis, Jobin. Well, Jobin and Chadsel. I don't know about Jedson and Shellis. So I brought them out here to restock the crew, which was, I guess, unneeded, but it's too late now. I'm still gonna redesign that friggin' English. Can I speak it? I'm gonna redesign the core because I screwed up with it. It's not usable right now in its current setup. Oh, past the daytime. There we go. Now, exit of this. Go here, inventory, and then here. Come on. Inventory. Drop and drop. Close. Grab Chadsel. Get him to EVA. Most likely with this video, it's just going to be me resetting this stuff up. Because, oh, I was so infuriated when I found out that what I just did, or what the issue was. Like, I'm glad I wasn't recording because I was so pissed. I'm not even kidding. We're going to disassemble those engines because I don't want them here. I should really go around and just do that to a bunch of things. Actually, I'll do that. Grab that, link. Grab that. And link. So that's now attached. It's probably going to hop to just like everything else. We're going to go ahead and light, disassemble part. Activate light? No. Disassemble part. I wish it still gave you specialized parts, but it doesn't. So we can... Yeah, we're just going to disassemble a ton of parts because we don't need them. And they're just taking up precious RAM. Well, not precious RAM, but just making it so it's more laggy here. Like, these small batteries aren't needed. I need to turn back on Mousinator. I forgot to turn that back on between videos. And I actually am working on a new model and a new graphic for this Xenon thing because it's really screwed up right now, just all janked. So that will be fixed, hopefully soon. If I get, like, in enough of a good mood to do it. I am working on it, but it's slow progress. I'm not the best of artists. Or I'm not the best of an artist. So the actual artwork is going to take longer. Okay, is there anything else I can get rid of? Little engines anywhere? I don't think there is. I think I cleaned up most of the stuff earlier. We don't need these up here either. Assemble. Disassemble. Just another 2 parts gone. Oof. Come on. Come on, you're fine. But yeah, this video is just gonna be mainly us setting up that core again, which I don't like that I had to do, or I have to do, because I liked the original design, but to efficiently get into orbit, we're gonna need to build a new one. But we now have a ton of fuel storage. Let's actually stop, start. No, you're not. Why aren't you? I'm gonna have to micromanage this, which is kind of annoying. Out. So I guess it only works to the tank it's attached to, which is kind of annoying. We'll just let that fill up and just pump the fuel out. So for future endeavors, I'm just going to make sure that I put, come on, out. For future endeavors, I'm just going to make sure I put this damn carbonite converter directly connected to what it's making, or what it's storing in. So like this fuel hub, or logistics hub, most likely would have been fine if I plopped it right on top of here. But currently it is not. Come on, out. We're just gonna fill this and then we'll build the craft. Just so we don't have to worry about waiting. Everything's gonna hop again. The hip, the hoppity, the hip, hop. Okay, so we have a ton of fuel now. And we still have a ton of habitation. 8 years now. It's so janked, which is kind of pissing me off. So we'll just leave it as that. What we're going to do now is open the UI and select craft. Did I save that as the new core though? Shit. So we will go back to the Space Center because I need to actually check if I did it the correct way. Because if I didn't, then I'm just going to build a craft for no purpose. And I don't think I can backtrack otherwise. So jump into the VAB. Ugh. I'm still mildly infuriated that it was just a habitation issue. I kind of want to go into the config and turn it off, but I've tried to turn it off in other episodes, or after other episodes, and I haven't been able to friggin' figure out how to goddamn do it. So, meh. That's all I could say, meh. And, okay, I still have it. So the core is the correct one. And I'm gonna have to add okay, we'll just leave it like that for now, but we're gonna have to add a satellite, or I'll send the satellite separately to scan the planet for resources. So we'll send up this second core and then work from there. Ugh. I'm not good at planning. Damn, that's loud. Turn off my frigging phone ringer. Okay. So there, and then we will select the core. We don't have enough material kits. We don't have any glycol, but that's fine. We can bring some out. That's all we need. Machinery. We're doing full machinery. Well, no, we'll do 50 because we don't need all the machinery in this thing. And then we have liquid fuel replacement parts. I need to check in how to get more replacement parts. Specialized parts. Supplies. Mulch. Machinery. Recyclables. Substrate. Water. Fertilizer. We're going to put some fertilizer in it to start off, just to be safe. Substrate, water, metallic ore. Where am I storing metallic ore? Shit. Yeah, damn it, I know what I did wrong. Fuck. I didn't change the thing on top to gypsum, so it is metallic ore, which means I don't have any storage for gypsum, which is a bad thing, because I need that to make fertilizer to be able to continue producing food. Pretty much, I'm gonna have to like rove the planet trying to find these resources. Oh wait, I don't even have logistics options. Okay. We need to... Oh yeah, I named that fucker because I was angry. Okay. Okay. The problem we're currently having is we actually don't have the required logistics parts to... I'm gonna have to redesign this again. Flatbed. I'm just trying to think what's the best course of action, because if we don't have the correct logistics parts, we can't request these resources, and if we don't have the right storage parts, we can't store resources. Okay, what we're gonna do is I actually don't know what we're gonna do. Fuck. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to end the video here, and I'm gonna have to over the weekend I'm gonna have to think of what I need to do, because I clearly haven't put enough thought into this. So over the weekend I will put a bit of thought into this. If you guys have any comments on what the best course of action, or what you think the best course of action would be, go ahead and tell me that. It's always nice to get a bit of feedback, even if it's just on the ship, because like I am actually dumbfounded on what I should do. I'm most likely the best bet would be to take the colony modules and then just slap them together with parts, but then I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. We're up to like 50 minutes or something like that now. If you liked the video, leave a like, which with the way the video ended up, I don't think anyone's gonna like this video, but leave a like if you did. If you dislike the video, leave a dislike, which a lot of people probably will, because this is really fucking weirdly set up. Like fucking most of this video is just me fucking up. If you want to see future updates by me, Monday to Friday is my usual posting regimen, but lately it's been just Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But I thank you for watching. My name's Keith Loki, and you have a good night.